まあ何にせよ、クリストフとやり合って命拾ったのは伊達じゃねえっていうわけか。
Well, I guess the fact you survived an encounter with Kristoff goes to show you ain't old one. What? What? I would have loved to see that fight. Welcome back to Irae. Last time we provoked Wilhelm to the point that we are now fighting him in his formation form. No, activation form, not formation. So, oh yeah, and Shiro joined us in our battle. So, I'm curious what was going to happen now. Fired off an invisible stake in our direction with the casual movement of someone trying to squash a bug. The shocking part came right after that. I tried to push Shiro out of the way, but the only thing I felt was thin air. He reacted to the attack faster than I did.
舐めすぎだろ、お前。
Counting your chickens before they're hatched, huh? Not only that, he thrust his gun right at Wilhelm's temple, then pulled the trigger. The sheer swiftness of his action earned an impressed look from Sakurai. I myself was completely taken aback. A mere human like Shiro was able to dodge an attack from an enemy, but close the distance between himself and Wilhelm and shoot the bastard at point-blank range. Unbelievable. Naturally, it wasn't a fatal attack by any stretch of the imagination, but this still should have been impossible.
あなた、何?
What are you?
ああ、見てわかるだろ。ただの通りすがりのイケメンだよ。
No. Ha! What you see is what you get. Just a passing hunk of a man. Up until now, Shiro was nothing but an out-of-place intruder. Now he stood out more than anyone else here. Although Wilhelm wasn't hurt by the early attack, he still ended up being forced to take a few steps back.
へえ、なんだよ。意外に色男なんだな、お前。
Well, damn, I'm surprised. Didn't think he was such a lady killer. Wilhelm's sunglasses were smashed, exposing his bare, emotionless face. He simply glared at Shiro in silence, displaying no response to his provocation. And then... Leon?
気が変わった。そっちのガキはお前がやれ。
I've changed my mind. That bread over there is all yours.
わかった。
Understood.
話はまとまったみたいだな。つうことだとよ、レン。
Looks like you've gotten your story straight. You ready, Ren?
んな顔すんなよ。さっきの見たろ。
Hey, don't be making that face. Weren't you watching?
俺もまあ、そう捨てたもんじゃねえんだからさ。
You can't get rid of me that easily.
みたいだな。
Guess not. I wasn't sure how it happened, but he didn't appear to be normal either. Well, not the normal guy he was, just... Alright, I'm back. Strange delivery. That's the third time in just about a week that I'm interrupted during recording. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's get back into this. I wasn't sure how it happened, but he didn't appear to be normal either. Well, not the same guy he was 2 months ago, at least. Months.
じゃあ、そういうことで。
Anyway, there you have it. This unexpected confrontation ultimately culminated in the following state of affairs. I'd be taking on Sakurai, while Shiro would fight Wilhelm. You can't even deal him any damage. What's the sense? Wilhelm Ehrenburg, pondered. Although a scoundrel who acted superior to everyone else, Wilhelm still had a keen eye for all things concerning battles. His narcissistic traits had never placed him in an unfavorable situation, not once. As such, even as he felt himself trembling with blinding rage, he continued to calmly analyze the opponent standing before him. The boy was undoubtedly human. He sensed none of the grim atmosphere particular to one who had been blessed with the ways of sorcery. Then how in the world had he...
まあ何にせよ、クリストフとやり合って命拾ったのは伊達じゃねえっていうわけか。
Well, I guess the fact you survived an encounter with Kristoff goes to show you ain't all... What? What? I would have loved to see that fight. Yeah. Interesting. He had considered him to be mere small fry, but it seemed like he proved to be significantly more fun than expected. Even in the face of the ivory demon's beastly gaze, likely to cause most to faint, Shiro remained calm, with a smile on his lips. The boy was likely a bold one to begin with, yet Wilhelm's senses had dulled enough to be content with such an explanation. He acknowledged the young man's exceptional athletic abilities and realized he was no stranger to violent fights. But the terrifyingly colossal gap between his and Wilhelm's strength should have been evident to the boy. He should have realized that the victory was just a pipe dream. Fear, uneasiness, anxiety, none of these self-preservative traits must have functioned properly in Shiro. He was enjoying being caught between a rock and a hard place. Yes, that is Shiro. Always seeking the thrill of danger.
そうか。なるほど、そういうことかい。
I see. Now I get it. So that's how it is, huh? Only one conclusion remained. This was a rampage. Assuming that sanity had really taken leave of him, the boy was burning up his last drops of fuel, pushing his body's performance to its limits. His cockpit, his brain, and neither seatbelt nor parachute.
随分と懐かしいじゃねえかよ、おい。
This sure brings back all kinds of memories.
これも野郎のふざけた遊びか、それともただの偶然か。まあ、どっちでも構わねえがよ。
Is this just coincidence or another game set up by that bastard Mercurius? Well, not that I care.
何が原因でそうなったにしろ、お前もう長くはないぜ。
Regardless of how you ended up that way, you won't last long. Whether they were separating his sense of pain or amplifying his five senses, the intracerebral narcotics that caused the effects were generally a powerful and short-lived drug. It was as though the young man's body had been locked in a perpetual state of life-threatening situation response, all of its limits removed. Oh, alright, I think I know what that drink is, but it's hard to explain, so maybe we get a proper explanation later, and I don't have to force my my weak English skills to explain stuff like that, especially since I don't know the right words. Let's go with that.
思想が見えるぜ、ガキ。そうなって生き残ったやつはいねえ。
I can see the shade of death on ya, Fret. No one with that survives. Yeah, well, he will die, probably, because the effects of the drink will run out.
ああ、だから
Yeah, so? Shiro snorted, clearly not caring the slightest.
そんなの今は関係ねえさ。分かってるのはお前ら変態相手にしても俺はある程度遊べるってこと。
That ain't good shit to do with me with now. All I know is that you're a bunch of freaks sure to entertain me.
いや、もしかしたらやれるかもしれねえぞ。
Hell, maybe I can even kill you. arrogance, nonsense. There was not knowing one's place, and then there was this. No, but even if he was bluffing, he still had balls to say it. Not bad.
バカが来やがるぜクソガキが笑わせてくれるよ面白い
You dumbass. You sure love bluffing, you little shit. You're a freaking comedian, aren't ya?
そりゃよかったよ注意殿マジで暴れんのは久しぶりで調子出ねえなら手加減しようか
Yeah, I aim to please, First Lieutenant. It's been a long time since I've gone all out, so if you're not up to it, should I go easy on you?
なんでお前ひよって俺とやり合いてえのか
What the hell? Is this how you're trying to make me let my guts out?
まさかバカこけ
Of course not, you fucktard. Shiro's coat fluttered as he loved of Wilhelm's barrage of nonsensical questions. Is this a battle of words or battle of fists? If it's a word battle, alright, say so, we can stay like this. But I thought this is a real, actual battle with fists and weapons and I don't know, so maybe get to that part. I love your conversation, don't get me wrong, but I want the action. Thank you.
さっきレンのやつは強い方から潰そうと考えてたみたいだがそりゃ違うよな
Ren seemed to be in a mind to eliminate the stronger opponent first, but he's got it all wrong.
ごちゃまんするときはまず弱いやつを潰すんだよ確実に消せるところから消していくつまり
Very true. When you're up against multiple opponents, you start by taking out the weaker ones. You first go for the ones you're confident you can crush, in other words. You normally, well, in an RPG, you normally go for the healer first, because he is the most dangerous of them all. He can heal your opponent, meaning he can drag on that fight for much, much longer than you can keep up with. So, kill the healer first, and then go for the rest. Healer, mages, because I normally have a weak defense, and then you can get that sword master because he doesn't get those buffs from his companions. Logic. But yeah. Very true. What he said.
つまり
In other words, naturally this team-up was born for that very reason.
あのガキがレオンをやるまでの間お前は俺の足止めかなるほど意外に目端が利くじゃねえかよ
You have a strange build, Shiro. So you're gonna hold me off until that brat kills Leon? Now I get it. You're surprisingly quick-witted, aren't you?
だが正直あの坊ちゃんに女を殺せるかどうかは疑問だぜ何せ猿同士ガキ同士共感するところもあるだろうしな
But honestly, I have my doubts the little peasant can kill her. After all, they're both brats and a pair of fucking monkeys to boot. I bet they can sympathize with each other on a few points.
まあそりゃ実際怪しいとこだが
You got a point there, I admit.
あいつはあれで結構容赦ない性格もしてるんだよ場合によっちゃガキでも遠慮なんかしやしねえよ
But despite his appearances... Did I say that? You got a point there, I admit, but despite appearances, he's quite a merciless one. Depending on the circumstances, he wouldn't go easy even on little kids, you know?
それにそもそも
Besides... The desert eagle glimmered with a black luster in the dark of night. What? Shiro was spinning all 2 kilograms. What? Was spinning all 2 kilograms. 2 kilograms for a pistol? Of the world's most powerful pistol with his left index finger as he made another jovial remark. kilos! 2 kilos! What? I'm sorry, it's not that much, but you have to keep that weight in your hand for a long period of time, at least in this fight, and it will track you down eventually. 2 kilograms. Why? How? How is that weapon so damn heavy?
俺は一言もお前が強い方だとは言ってないぜ。
I never once said you were the stronger one. An orchestra of blinding muscle flashed as deafening roars burst forth in an instant. A series of baffling, impossible curved shots that completely disregarded all the basics and theories of proper ballistics. Are we in Wanted now? Normally, anyone who tried to pull off a stunt like that with such a large caliber gun would sooner destroy their own wrist than the target. However,
それなら聞くが、一番弱いのは誰だ、小僧。
then here's a question for Yam. Who's the weakest one here, Brad? Shidow's Desert Eagle rounds went flying towards his opponent's midline, heading for a vital spot from his brow to his heart without even the slightest bit of deviation. The only problem was that Wilhelm ended up catching them all with his bare hands. As the crushed bullets scattered on the ground, Wilhelm went on with a taunt.
今さらこんなもんは挨拶代わりにもならねえぞ。何か手があるならさっさと見せな。
Shit like that won't even do as an introduction. If you've got an ace up your sleeve, you might want to pull it out now.
いくらか丈夫で鈍感ってだけのやつが他に芸もなく俺の前に立ったってんならお前。
I know you're one-headed motherfucker, but even you got to have more to show if you had the balls to challenge me otherwise. Wilhelm's body began to tremble, his relaxed movements and posture reminiscent of that of a predator, about to sink its fangs into its prey.
死んじまうぜ！
You're gonna die. The blow launched by Wilhelm was merciless, bringing with strength and exhibiting speed far surpassing any human standards. A full-blown attack of his current sire degree without even the slightest hint of restraint. Oh. In other words, this was a test of sorts. If his opponent was a normal human, he'd likely die in one shot with no hope of counterattack. But should he survive, even for a few seconds, he could be classified as a low-grade superhuman. In which case, he'd be worth devouring right here and now. And in the end, Shiro passed that magnificently dangerous test with flying colors. He used a completely different method to stave off a strike that would otherwise be impossible to evade or block through mere human strength, reflexes, and stamina. The blow itself was impossible to dodge, besides the average man would likely be completely paralyzed by fear. With his sense of danger lacking, the only thing Shiro could do was hit Wilhelm's arms with the grip of his gun. He handled it like a knife, though due to its unwieldy shape it allowed for just a single trajectory. At a glance it appeared to be no more than a futile struggle on his part, but that in itself did not prove to be a problem in this case, and one could not evade an attack altogether. All it came down to was avoiding a direct hit, and so he did. Shiro was sent flying as though he had just come into contact with a speeding train car. He wasn't even swept away by the attack itself, but the air pressure it generated. Well. Wilhelm couldn't help but show a hint of admiration at his opponent's unexpected method of dodging. Naturally, Shiro didn't escape from that unscathed. He suffered a severe dislocation. A wrong move and his bones would have shattered into pieces. However, the fact remained that he escaped with minimum possible injury. Furthermore, he likely paid no heed to a wound of this caliber. No, he doesn't. The way he kept firing this gun without missing a beat, despite flying through the air after what should have been a severe, painful collision, stood testament to it. There was no longer any doubt that Shiro felt no pain whatsoever. Oh, looking good, Wilhelm. Well, we'll see the end of this fight in the next part. I hope you enjoyed it and are as curious as what is going to happen in the next part as I am, so yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.